Hey guys, good morning. Apologize for my bad hair day, but waiting for some things to open up so I can get a haircut. But you know, working remotely sounds great until you have to maybe take into account time change. For instance, I start work at 3 p.m. every day and work until 11 p.m. And so the original plan for this channel, right, was that, I'll explore during the day. And what I found is that I make excuses kind of not to. And today I was just going to go for a little walk in my park next to the area and grab a coffee. But I was like, Zach, you know, you have an opportunity here to maybe explore a little bit of Madrid and see some things, or maybe find a good breakfast restaurant. So that's what I'm currently in the process of doing. I'm going to take you guys along with me. First stop is the metro. So in addition to a pretty robust bus system, Madrid actually has a metro system, and if you guys know me, you know I'm always a fan of taking trains places. I'm actually in Usera, which coincides with the 6 loop and the 3 train, which runs downtown. So we're gonna be headed downtown this morning, and just gonna be checking it out. But yeah, this is a great way to get around the city, and it's super cheap. Like 10 trips is approximately 9.5 euros. And that was with me actually needing to buy a card, so it might be cheaper. I haven't recharged it yet. I've been kind of lazy and taking Ubers a lot of places, but yeah, it's a great way to get around the city, and we'll check it out. And here we go. And just like that, we're downtown. Took about all of 15 minutes. I will say this, the metro is hot and not well circulated, so wearing a jacket today was a choice. But we're here now, and we'll go wrestle up some grub. So obviously Madrid's a big bustling city. It's the capital of Spain, but you know, in the mornings, people tend to get a little bit slower going around here. I think I said in the last video, a lot of stuff doesn't open before 9 a.m. 10 a.m., which, like, if you're hungry in the morning, is kind of hard to get by, as you guys have seen some of my other videos. But yeah, even downtown, like, things are just now starting to open. People are just now starting to go to work. Culture here starts a little bit differently with the workday, whereas we're expected to have all of our stuff done in the United States by 8 a.m. so we can report to work by 9, and that's if we're not sitting in traffic for 2 hours. Like, you know, the day gets started a little bit slower here. God, I love walking down here. It's so beautiful compared to, I don't know, some of the more modern cities. And so again, we're in Plaza Mayor. Camera's a little shaky because the streets are uneven here, but it's kind of lifeblood around here, especially for nightlife, like we said in the other video. And we're just kind of looking for a place to eat. But last time there was a stage here blocking the main building here with the artwork on it. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit, see if we can go on there, and you guys can see the artwork and the engravings on the buildings. And I mean, it's just something to behold, honestly. Here's the other thing. Madrid is a clean city, and I point that out because, you know, you look at the ground and you're like, oh, well, it's stone and whatever. But, like, this kind of stuff, like, doesn't exist in the United States. Like, we have a bunch of people who, like, come through the neighborhoods, even in Usera where I live, which is considered one of the most quote-unquote dangerous places. People, I mean, we have people that come through and clean up and take care of the trash and whatever. So, I mean, Madrid works really hard as a city to keep itself clean and presentable at all times. And people really take pride in it here, and it's kind of interesting to see. Here you can see the architecture and the backdrop of everything, and it's kind of weird because it's this place where the past meets the present. Like, for instance, if you look down, you can't really see, I'm not going to zoom in on it because it's not really noteworthy, but you have these classic style buildings with apartments and whatever, and then you have a Five Guys, which is a uniquely American restaurant. So it's just this weird place where the present meets the past. All right, so let's talk about time changes because I'm waiting for my food. I just ordered. Actually, I met a guy who is from Barranquilla, Colombia, and we've talked a little bit about soccer. But let's talk about working remotely while being in a time change zone, because this is my first time on this side of the world, right? So it's been an adjustment, and I've really had to kind of force myself into going out. Obviously, you lose a lot of your nighttime, which is when a lot of like meetups and things like that happen. So you kind of really got to work to integrate yourself into the community, which is something that I feel like I haven't really done well on this trip. But yeah, like I start work every day at 3 o'clock and I finish every day at 11. And to be truthful, I could go out and meet people and hit the discotecas and stuff, but it's just a lot to do. And so it's really been difficult. To be honest with you guys, sometimes I feel like I haven't gotten the most out of this experience, because in the past, you know, your days aren't messed up, you're not struggling to sleep, you don't have jet lag, you don't have different hours that you're expected to keep from everybody else. It's kind of like back when I worked the night shift in the United States. And so, you know, it's something to keep in mind if you are traveling abroad and your employer approves, that you really want to think about that. Like, to be honest, like if I was in Asia right now, I'd be working all night long. I'd be a straight up night owl, and only having 2 days a week to really explore during the day and night and have these experiences really limits my ability to kind of explore the city. So I'm going to make a conscious effort going forward to kind of work on that and get where I need to be. But as of right now, it's just it's been a unique experience. So today, like for instance, I wanted to just go to the park and take a walk and maybe have a coffee. But like at the end of the day, it's not very exciting stuff. I've been doing it every day. So I decided that I'd come out here, film for you guys, maybe talk a little bit about my experiences, things like that. But yeah, this is a different experience than being in the same time zone or a similar time zone, right? Like even if I was in Mexico, I'd only be 3 hours behind my normal work time of East Coast time. And so this has definitely been an adjustment, and it's just something to think about whenever you're out traveling. There shouldn't be a deterrent. If you want to do it, you'll make it work. But you have to be ready to be tired a lot. You guys can see I got bags under my eyes. My skin has looked better, mainly just because I wake up at 3 o'clock every day. Now, all that said, we finally found our breakfast, which consists of juice, orange juice, coffee, a cigarette, eggs, bacon, bread, and fried tomatoes. And good God, I can't wait to get in here. This is the view from the restaurant. How very European of me. Just out here feeding the locals. Go ahead. There you go. Me and the birds demolished that breakfast. All right, time to go get something done about this mop. I can't go on a trip with looking all scruffy. And just like that, we found a place. Let's go. Let's make it happen, Captain. Estoy aquí con mi nueva amiga Katy, y si tú eres en Madrid, ven aquí. ¿Qué es el nombre de la...?
15 de cuchilleros.
Ah, repita.
15 de cuchilleros.
15 de cuchilleros, y ver mi amiga Katy para un buena corte. Moral of the story, guys, I'm really happy with the way this turned out. So come check it out down here if you get a chance. These guys did a really good job on my hair. I was looking really scruffy this morning. I don't even have product and it's staying in place. Whoosh! Katy did a great job. Also, you guys may have noticed that I put subtitles from a conversation with Katy in English. So yeah, that's a suggestion that you guys actually gave me in a past video. So I listen. So if you guys have any more suggestions, always make sure to drop them. Another thing again, don't be intimidated to go somewhere if you don't know the language. It can be a culture shock, but really language at the end of the day is going to be the least of your problems. What you're gonna really run into is things like culture, how to find stuff. That's more the problem. But usually if you make an honest effort, right? A couple key phrases, hello, thank you, can I have, yada, yada, people will be willing to work with you. And it's not a good excuse. So actually I'm going to Germany tomorrow for a couple days. don't speak a lick of German, but we're gonna try to talk to people, and I learned a couple phrases and we'll go from there. That's not just in the tourist zones. Like, I'm in Usera, which is very residential, and my Spanish isn't perfect. I know people who don't speak Spanish think it might be, but it's really not. And people really go out of their way to help you. And I can't thank the Spanish people enough for, you know, letting me experience this and sharing their country with me. You guys can see we're picking up now. A lot more people down here today. And some construction, so that's always nice when I'm trying to talk. All right, guys, got to wrap it up and head back to work. Working here in about 2-3 hours, so it's fun showing you guys around and hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, whatever you want to do, and hit that notification bell. Hang on, let me be a stereotypical YouTuber. Mash that notification bell so you don't miss anything. But honestly, next couple videos will be coming from Germany, and then we'll come back to Madrid and show you guys some more. So take care, peace.